Ahoj, zdravím všechny příznivce mého kanálu, vítejte u dalšího dílu. Dnes tady mám speciálního hosta, je to Daniele Govoni, ahoj.
Ahoj. Ahoj.
Je to Ital, který žije 15 let v Praze.
13 let. 13 let.
13. Už se naučil i trochu česky.
Trošku.
Malinko,
Není perfektní.
ale
není dobře.
Co je pro vás by mělo být zajímavý, je to, že v loňském roce byl na druhém místě v evropské soutěži SCA v steacích. Celkově potom na mistrovství světa v Texasu skončil na 20. místě. A dneska vám ukáže vlastně svůj masterclass, to znamená to, jak ty steaky vlastně na tu soutěž připravuje a dělá. A to video dneska bude teda v angličtině, takže vám dole poběžejí titulky v češtině pro ty, co nejste znalí angličtiny stejně jako já. No a doufám, že si to užijete a já se na to moc těším. Tak Daniel, je to tvoje.
Thank you so much, David. Hello, everybody. Today we can start to show what is prepare a steak for competition. We can start from a wonderful piece of meat. Is a red and white wolovina. Is a selection. Is a cube roll or ribeye. Is a just a wonderful piece of meat. Now we cut 3 cm large because from the law of SCA need to be 3 cm.
Krásný kousky teda, parádní.
Very, very, very nice. You can find also the marmorization and how much is wonderful the meat. Is a very, 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 very nice steak. Honestly, in a competition, I'm not lucky to see this kind of steak every time. Many times the quality is more low than this. But we are able to do very good steak, which all kind of quality. This is a top quality, very top quality. Okay, if I'm in competition, you have a lot of steak in front of you, and you need to find just 2 steak, only 2. And in that case, if I need to decide, I can use maybe this steak and this. This maybe I will not use in competition just because it's a little bit smaller. The spinalis. Spinalis is this muscle, what they eat the judge. We can start to trimming first because all this part around here, all this need to go away and need to be soft, the steak. Very sharp knife. And we start to take out all the meat. Normally I save the meat and I start this because they fall down automatically. And I start to take out all the membrane to be perfect the steak. Normally I cut very, very small piece each time, and I use one small to help me to keep the small part and membrane out. And voila. I cannot trim too much. I just little bit trim out the membrane, because if this eat the judge, is not nice. the membrane is hard, is the same to one paper in the lips, is a very not pleasure. I want to show the difference. You see, the sack is the same, and this is already clean. I clean a little bit also on top, just for appearance, because also appearance is very important for SCA's competition. At home, honestly, I don't clean this part because it's good. Okay. I want to show we are in this point. You see, that is a different trimming and not trimming.
Já bych s tohle bych s tím neměl problém.
Na doma ne, na doma ne. To je moc dobře, na doma ne. A to je perfektní.
Perfekt.
Little bit string. And I close. Not so strong, just a little bit. Now I trim also another two, and we cook also all the steak. Now we are able to create our marinade. Our marinade needs to give a flavor inside of the beef, plus a little bit soft all the steak. To this quality we don't need more soft, but when you use a less quality, some our ingredients give more juice and steak and soft the steak. Balance. We can start with steak sauce, 75 grams of steak sauce, $50 grams of concentrate, beef flavor. We additional 1 liter of water and ice. And we mix very well. Same to the barbecue. We take our steak. 1, 2, and 3. We cover with our marinade. Now, David, we set a timer for 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, we flip the steak to give a perfect juice in both sides. Go.
OK. Možná bys nám mohl ještě říct, vlastně, když přijdeš na soutěž, tak tam asi probíhá nějaké losování a vybíráš podle toho, jaký si vylosuješ číslo, tak tolikátej si jdeš vybrat maso od sponzora. Není to tak, že by si zvozil svoje maso na soutěž?
We all meet, they give us the organizer. We are in lottery to pick up a steak, and we don't know what quality will be. This quality is a very high quality. Many times we have a bad quality, normal quality, but we are able to management the soft and the tenderness, the taste and the juice, thanks to our capacity of combination of the rub and to some product to give more juicy, more soften. One example, if the meat don't has this kind of marmorization, we keep this. It's not for the hair, but it's perfect to go to give a little bit tenderize. It's not hard, same to what we buy normally, but it's just a little bit to give more softer the steak. It's a technique. But
Takže
this meat with
jako tenderizer.
tenderize, yes. It's a mechanic tenderize. Or we have some enzyme we can use to give more. One example is this rub inside as one tenderize out. When we give on top to the steak will be more soft and juicy because as inside one enzyme, and we use later. It's a very, very tasty.
Tak jo, tak my necháme marinovat, než nám uteče ten čas, tak to pak jenom otočíme a vrátíme se zpátky do videa ve chvíli, kdy to budeme mít komplet namarinovaný.
Perfect. Okay, we arrive already 40 seconds on the hand. Now we can start to take out and to dry the steak. To have a wonderful color, we need also, can be very dry, the face of the steak. I use two different strings normally. One bigger in the center and two smaller up and down. And I fix in this way. It's not nice when the steak has mushroom effect, when it's two string so hard and has this effect. To don't have this effect, we fix. And opposite size. Sometimes I use 2 strings, sometimes I use 3 strings. I go to fix exactly in the point where I need. I use a little bit time, but need to be very, very perfect. Now, I have also little bit. David, you see here is not nice. Normally, I take my steak and I go to cut here just a little bit. Don't cut the string, of course. If you cut the string, you need to restart work. You see, this is a mushroom effect. Just a little bit, not too much. Not be aggressive, but And now we need to decide if for the judge we give this face or this face. We need to decide because we need to decide how many presentation need to be. This part is nice or is better this part, because the judge cut half and the evaluation this part and they eat that part. Or is better they cut here. If I need to decide from these two, honestly, is a more chance can be a perfect cut here. I will show it better in this way. The judge cut in half. You need to evaluation a meat. Okay, this is presentation part.
Co když si na soutěži vybereš maso, který není takhle pěkný a je to ošklivý?
Yes, because if they cut here, the doneness is a fat. They cannot give a perfect color. If they cut here, we know in advance. I have more chance to take a nice rotation. I fix immediately. One. This will be for me the central part where they cut the steak. I take one of my tools and I decide where go the grill marks. And I try to don't touch a lot of the fat. I start to move. I try to give minimal space white. I will take another two of this. And I go one. And two. You see, I'm in centrum and centrum.
Nevadí tomu masu, že je to tak propíchaný?
No.
Ne?
To don't fall down this part, I also use a little bit pin name just to be flat, perfect the steak. And now I go to check if it's all perfect. I take out a little bit, not too much, a little bit the fat central part to don't pop up out, because when it's cooked, this jumping out automatically. Because the fat react different from the meat. The steak is done for the competition.
Krásné.
1 point. We go to rubbing, and after the face, we don't know if this face is for the judge or this face is for the judge. Normally, on the right side, I fix one string. I remember what is right. I know every time this is in right, face of the judge, face on the tasting. Simple and easy.
Nádhera. Si musím vyfotit.
Now we can do the same also for another steak. Now we give flavor, two in one style, and this I use, because it's a two in the same cut, this I use my season. We see the difference, okay?
Okay.
Now, we take a little bit Worcester sauce. Just a little bit, no problem. Only the face for, pardon, only the face where the judge give a appearance, not in the back face. We give a little bit Worcester sauce. This has a little bit sugar inside, automatically caramelizes it much better. The color of the steak is more nicer, but cannot give a lot of flavor. It's just for appearance. We will see in the end of the color of the steak. We flip 1, 2, and 3. And now, this phase, we start to rubbing. What we rubbing? We can start with a blend of rub, but I need to create together also the flavor in the hand of the steak. I use a small box and half teaspoon. We start with blue sock, beef. And teaspoon inside. We continue with hot climax. Shake every time the rub. Very good is a Cross Valley garlic. Has one very taste of garlic, just a little bit. John Lindsay is inside of this rub has also enzyme for tenderize the steak. They give more soft of the steak. Hotty Totty, the new one, is a Climax XX. Is a very rich of flavor. Honestly, I like this mix of rub. Now, we're waiting usually 45 minutes until the rub enters in the steak, and after we flip. To my steak, I use my blend of rub. That is a blend with 10 different rub, very balanced. Is exactly what I use in competition. Also 45 minutes. We have a timer. Normally when I'm in contest, first phase I start 45 minutes in the normal temperature. When I flip, second phase in cold temperature. To don't have a high temperature of the steak. I enter with the steak in the grill at normally 15 degrees. When the steak has a 15 degree, go inside on the grill.
Tak, dneska Daniel vlastně přivez grill, s kterým soutěží. Vlastně vidíte, že tady má logo i svojí restaurace Meat Earth, takže pokud chcete na dobrý steak, tak určitě doporučuji. Je to v Praze na Starém Městě. No a takhle to vypadá jako nerezová pixela, tak se pojďme podívat dovnitř. V podstatě je to úplně jednoduchý grill. Vidíte, že tady vlastně vana, která se dá teda zvedat nahoru a dolů. Nějakým způsobem, to nám asi Daniel, jo. Takže to jde spustit dolů nahoru. Vpravo větrací otvory, vlevo větrací otvory, 2 dole, 2 nahoru a nahoře po jednom. No a vlastně potom se tam akorát vkládají rošty. Dneska se bude dělat vlastně na grill grateu, aby tam byly krásné značky, ale to už pak všechno uvidíte. Takže za mě jednoduchý základní grill, který se dá dobře vozit. Takže teď tam nasypeme uhlí a nějak si to stabilizujeme na nějakou teplotu. Tak Daniele, můžeš.
I start one chimney of briquette. Normally we use briquette because we know exactly what temperature can be inside with this amount of briquette. Is already white on top, is a perfect to start. We can flip fast. And we set up a charcoal, a briquette, pardon, not charcoal, it is briquette, more on the one side. Normally when I set up my grill, I set up just more on the left side than the right side. In the left I make a grill marks, in the right I will use for indirectly cook. Voilà. Done. It is already set up. I already know what is the temperature, what I need to control. For me, important is after, when I go to check the temperature with the laser, is a 585 Fahrenheit. Not on top, but between. In the happy ending, what I created before, 838 special, I don't use for the steak directly, I use in just happy ending as one height sugar inside. I don't want can burn during the cook. 1 and 2. For my steak, same to before. In competition, I have one ISO box in polystyrol or polystyrene, which ice under, and I put this inside to the cold box because the temperature of the steak before to be in the grill need to be 15 degrees. Now we go to put in fridge. 45 minutes again. Don't take out 100%, but a lot. First, second, and from the last. Now we're waiting usually 45 minutes until the rub enter in the steak, and after we flip. To my steak, face down you can find because the string is to the left side. We give a little bit oil and we try to, you see, small rub what can be inside, I give everywhere now. You see, voila. Judge face, we move on top. That is a judging face. Again, oil. And you see, because I don't clean so much, a little bit rub can stay. And when I go to clean, I just move rub everywhere. To my stop. To this, just a little bit what I create before, but very, very less compared to before. I want to show now. You can see me better here, if I took up here, okay. Look the different color, face down, face for the judge. Is more dark the face for the judge, is this. Now we are able to move on the grill our steak. Let's go. Okay, the grill is done. We can check the temperature. I want to cook around 585 Fahrenheit. I go to check the temperature between the grill grate and I set up or down the temperature. Clean every time very well a grill grate. Oil. And we start. We take the steak from the pin longer and we go exactly between one press, 1 minute 20 seconds, and we close. 1 minute 20 seconds. Now when it's a 10 second less, we start to take out our press. And I clean every time very well between grill grades just to don't have a bad flavor. If I saw is down the temperature, I'm waiting just a couple of minutes, grow up. We go now to our second point.
No už teď to vypadá úžasně.
Víš, krásné. Okay. Now something strange. We can start, but not press, absolutely no press, and we start to dry the face. we dry the face to be maillard reaction perfect. If it's wet, it's a more longer to have a maillard reaction. If it's dry, it's more faster. We are in time. Hopla. We clean every time, every time. We need to clean. And again. And close. We clean immediately. We need to clean between the grill grate, also because when go down the fat, cannot go fire. We take out the maximum, what we can. And we can do pizza stone. On top, one grate, and this is a face for the judge, exactly in this way. The cut here, and this is a face for the judge. Under, we just spray butter popcorn. Is a flavor of butter and popcorn. We fix one sonda. And we check the temperature. When we fix the sonda, we need to control to be in the center. I put my finger and I go to find the cold temperature, 42 degrees. We need to arrive to 57, but I set up at 50 because at 50 we need to spray again on top the butter. We check now the temperature also. We are ready for continuous to cook the second steak. And close. Every 2 time flip, we dry the face of the steak. One line of happy ending, normally just in the part where they eat the judge, to give more flavor. This part, this is the judge appearance, that is where they eat. And we go to 57 now, 57 degrees. I cover with alubal and a little bit happy ending, what I create before together. I put my steak on top here for the rest. Normally the rest can be from 5 to 10 minutes. Just the temperature need to be stopped and come down. Okay, now we start a rest part, 8 minutes. What do you think, David? Do you like the steak?
Steaky vypadají naprosto fantasticky a hodně se na to těším, až to ochutnám.
Now we take out the pin. Every time need to remember to take out all pin and all string. Many competitors, they lose competition just because forget string. 1, 2 and 3. And 3.
Měli bychom pak taky říct, co všechno na tom ty soudci, co všechno hodnotějí.
The temperature, about temperature and timing. Now we finish at 57. We exit from the grill with season under and on top. We wait in 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. Times the temperature before go up and after go down again. When is a stabilization of the temperature, is a timing to give to the judge. Normally we don't cut a steak. We give in this way and stop. The judge cut in the half, in this way, half from this and half from this. You can see very well also the season part and appearance part. Season as a rub. Season and rub. Appearance is clean. Thanks the Worcester sauce, you see how much nice is the color of the steak. It's a nice Maillard. And we are ready to cut.
Okay.
From this size, judge to much light. Judge evaluation this
Krásný médium. Samozřejmě na vzduchu se nám to ještě dobarví.
Name is a warm pink.
Perfect.
This part is evaluation about appearance and doneness. Doneness is the temperature of the steak. This part, the judge cut in small piece. Normally, one example, if it's too much fat, the judge cuts just this part. And this is one bite from the judge. 1. 2. You can start from this and do this, no problem. Cheers.
Mně se to rozplývá na jazyku. Intenzivní chuť, intenzivně okořeněný. Ale není to samozřejmě přesolený nebo tak, ale prostě skvělý je to.
It's a flavor of beef, is a very... I want to eat and eat and eat.
Hned bych si dal další.
You try the second one?
Taky perfekt.
Is a tasty, is a beef, is a salted, but not stronger. And is you see how much rub I used before, but in the end the flavor is a very balanced, is not strong. Because when you go to clean, you cook, and you just give a little bit on top of the flavor. It's a perfect.
Za mě perfekt taky.
Super. I'm sorry you don't try the steak now, but I suggest to cook at home exactly what I show now, because the taste is very unbelievable. The juice of the steak you feel here, look at. It's a super soft steak.
Je krásně šťavnatý, koukněte na to, je parádní.
It's medium.
Ještě se to úplně skvěle dobarvilo, takže za mě úplně krásný.
Super. Thank you so much to invite me, Davide, here. And we have one more steak to eat together.
Tak jo, já jsem rád, že jste to dokoukali až do konce. Host Daniele Govoni.
I'm waiting you in my restaurant, Mitita Steak and Wine in Praga 1.
Když budete chtít navštívit nějaký podobný steaky v nějaký stejný světový kvalitě, jeho restaurace Meat Earth Vejvodova 8.
Vejvodova 8, yes.
Tak určitě zajděte. Samozřejmě nebude to stát 2-3 stovky, připravte si nějaký lepší peníze, ale myslím, že ten zážitek stojí za to. Jinak odkaz na Danielův Facebook bude vlastně dole pod videem, když vy ho budete chtít se s ním sledovat, jeho práci, tak určitě můžete. Když budete chtít sledovat mě, tak všechno znáte, najdete mě vždycky. Tak jo, mějte se a u příštího videa zase ahoj.
Ahoj.